Hey gang, we are here today doing one of my all-time favorite things, and it's testing white products for blooms. And I've done it numerous times, but recently the question has come up over and over again about an alcohol sinker white. So I wanted to do that one in a test. So what I did is I took the standards, Ocean White from Let's Resin, and it's a altogether great bloom product and usually gives you more, a heavier bloom. You can see the lines more, and that's this one here. This one usually takes a pea size per ounce. I think I might have gone a little heavy on it, but we'll see at the end. The next one, actually I'm gonna go here next. The next one I did is a standard Pinata alcohol ink, and a lot of people will use this for blooms, and I always recommend it for beginning blooms because you can't put too much, you can put too little, but mostly you always get a bloom with it. So that's the one I decided to test here. Then in this corner I have Let's Resin Sinker White, and I use that one. Now these two require lots of it. Like this one's a pea size for the Ocean White per ounce, where the Pinata is 10 to 12 drops per ounce, and the Sinker took about 15 drops in the ounce to get it dark enough. And you can see it's still pretty light. I don't know if you got, even the alcohol ink is a little darker than it, and that's still pretty light. But it does look like it's blooming well, so we'll see how it goes. And then lastly, I did Octopus Fluids Enoki, and I usually use this for peachtree or daisy bellies or things like that, but I wanted to see how it would do in just a bloom. So I did that one for this. This is another product though that is very light, takes a lot of it, and I actually did 15, I might have ended up with 18 drops to an ounce. So you can see that the lighter weight products take more to get the white to be where you want it to be. And the white being where I want it to be is at least 35 degrees Celsius, honey type texture, and the white should be a skim milk type coloring. As it falls off your stirring stick, you should slowly start to be able to see the stick. All right, well now we're going, and we will see how this test comes out in the end. And which product you like the best for these blooms. Hey gang, we are back to see how each of these products did. I'm hoping that the backing I put on doesn't make it difficult to see, but we'll see. One of my biggest struggles is putting the backing on. I just went with a blue acrylic ink and put a little bit of micro pearl powder in it. All right, so let's do the Let's Resin Ocean White first. This one, when I did my mixture, I thought maybe I put too much white in it. It might be that it's too heavy. I might get blobs, but we'll see. The mixture was just too white, too solid white. Oh, that's not bad. I think my backing color would have, if I made a better choice, it would be awesome because it doesn't really match with anything, but I was trying to do that on purpose so that you could see how it came out. So this is the Let's Resin Ocean White. Next, let's go ahead and do the Pinata Alcohol Ink. And this one generally comes out well. It's just a thinner product, so your bloom is usually lighter. These little edges to get out, and there you go. You can see the difference between like the Ocean White paste and the alcohol ink, and that's what I was trying to show. And that's why a lot of times I'll go with the Let's Resin Ocean White, because I want my bloom to be very dark. Now, Sinker White, I've never used it before, but based upon how it mixed together, I think it's going to be very similar to the alcohol ink. It's a very lightweight. Now I could have kept adding more, but by the time you're using that much product, I would just use something else. And there you go. See, it's a lightweight product. It looks very similar to the alcohol ink. Some of the petals you can't see as much because of the backing that I picked. And you can see there's a dramatic difference from the ocean white. And then last was the one I just did for fun. It's just Octopus Fluids Enoki, and I use it for daisy bellies, special effects like that. But let's see how it did anyway. It was also a very lightweight product, so I'm expecting a very light bloom here too. There you go. And you can see it's very similar to these other lighter weight products. And it also lets you know that you can pretty much do a bloom with anything. It may be even lighter than the Pinata Alcohol Ink. But this is not one that you would normally do a bloom with. All right. So depending on what you're going for, when you're learning, I would go with possibly the Pinata. You could try the Sinker. You just really need to add a lot to your white. If you want a more dramatic bloom, I would definitely go with Let's Resin Ocean White, because as you can see, it is a much darker bloom. Now, I didn't do them here because I did so many different products, but similar to the Ocean White is Cast and Craft, and this is maybe just a little lighter weight than the Let's Resin Ocean White. These two products are really easy to find, so I use them the most in my blooms. And then the other product that is actually my favorite product is Bloom, and this does exceptional 3D blooms. The problem is it's difficult for me to get it. It's out on Amazon right now, and if I order it from Australia, it'll cost like $40. So I'm just waiting for it to come back to Amazon, and in the meantime, I keep my bottle upside down and will use every drop of it. And I have done tests with these three products, and I have a photo if anybody's interested in seeing what those look like. This test was just specifically, I wanted to get the Sinker ink in there. All right, well, in the comments, let me know which one you liked, or if you'd like to see me test something else, I'd be happy to do that.